What's up, guys? You're listening to the Play On podcast. Thank you for joining us. We have a new episode out every Monday morning, straight to Spotify, Apple Music, and even on YouTube. We hope you enjoy the episode, and without further ado, let's play on. Yo! And welcome to episode 5 of the Play On podcast. I'm Noah, and I'm joined with Austinn and Josh, and we're sorry for the late episode. Things happened this weekend. We'll get to it in a second, but how are we today, boys?
Good. Feeling
good.
Excellent.
We're sitting here Wednesday the 3rd of April, eve of Gather Round.
Gather Round Eve.
Gather Round Eve, yes. Gather Round Eve. We're ready to hit what's going to be a great weekend.
Fight night.
Okay.
Fight nights tonight, yes. Yeah. All right, should we touch on why we're recording so late this week?
I actually had a hamstring injury.
Yeah, that's it. Josh had a hamstring injury.
My doctor advised me that I couldn't be on the show.
Yeah, and by hamstring injury, he means he was doing large amounts of cocaine on the weekend, and he's trying to escape. Yeah, but we're not going to get into
that. He went to a doctor, got a test.
Yep.
Doctor told us he's pinged his hammy.
And we're like, of course. Guess we can't record. That's what we meant by tech. Nah. So, as we know, Easter was this weekend, so it was the long weekend. Us boys were away mostly. We were aiming to get back and do a late episode on Monday, midday, like after the... Well, not midday, Monday Arvo, after the
Easter
Geelong...
Monday clash?
Yeah, after the Geelong clash. Yeah. And Josh...
I wasn't able to make it.
Josh let us know the night before that he wasn't going to be able to make it back. So me and Austinn were going to record an episode, just us. And I get home. I rush back from the Riverland back to me and Josh's place. Get here, and then I go into Josh's room because he had 2 of the mics in his room because they're like the ones that are attached to the desk and they're quite long, and I don't have anywhere to put them in my room.
Yep.
Go to get into his room, and he's locked his fucking door. So all we had to record was one. We had the roadcaster, we had the desk and stuff, and we only had the one mic, which is the one I'm using right now,
and one set of headphones.
Yeah, and one set of headphones. So forgive us, we had a bit of a boo boo, and this week's episode is going to be a bit of a weird one. We're not going to touch too much on a round wrap up from last week like we normally do. We're gonna focus a bit more on Gather Round coming. We're gonna talk about what's happened, like the big talking points from the weekend. We'll touch on. We went and saw the
Gather Round Spectacular
last night, and we'll talk a bit about that. And then we're going to get into the games for this weekend. And
Yep.
All right,
I'm keen.
Yep, keen. So let's get into it, shall we? Aussie, you are the. So this is the other thing why we can't talk about the other games is because. It was Easter this weekend, so we were spending a lot of time with our families, and I didn't get to watch too many of the games. Josh didn't get to watch too many either because he was working. Austinn watched heaps of the games.
Austinn has no life, so he watched every single minute of every single game.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, I wish I could have been doing the same, to be fair. Easter was...
Even the Saints game. I watched every minute.
The other thing is, I watched both the Friday games and the last quarter of the Thursday game, and then after the Crows game on Friday night, I was like, nah, I'm cooked. I don't really want to watch too much more footy this weekend.
I didn't really want to watch anything after the Crows game.
Should we touch on that first? Get into that. Is there anything from the Collingwood game that we need to get into?
Hey, they've cured their hangover.
The hangover is done. The Panadols have finally
They've won one game in 4 rounds.
I know.
25% win rate. I don't know if we can call it hangover complete.
We'll see how they go this week. Who they got this week? They got Hawthorn. That's a matchup and a half. That is a spicy looking matchup.
There's a certain player out there with the old 33 on the back and the long sleeves.
And the long sleeves and the long hair
might
and the
cause a bit of drama.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I hope so. I remember when they released the fixture for Gather Round. When did they release it? In December?
December, yeah.
When they released in December, I saw that they matched up Collingwood versus Hawthorn on the Sunday, and I was like, that'll be a good matchup because Guinea will be playing, and I thought Hawthorn would be going better than they are now, but I also thought Collingwood would be going a lot better than they are now at the moment as well. So
it's a bit of a shit game to end on, really.
It is a little bit, but
I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fiery.
We ended on last time. We ended on Collingwood St Kilda. St Kilda were 4-0, 5-0 at the time.
And Collingwood
Collingwood lost the week before to Brisbane.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and it looked dead,
and it was a great by the end, that last 5 minutes when the Saints were sort of surging back was fucking awesome.
That was also the game we had the run-in with the racist Collingwood supporters.
Oh, yes.
Should we tell that story?
Yeah, no,
let's tell that story.
Yeah.
Okay. So last year, gather round. It's the last game, and me, Austinn, and Josh, Austinn, and I, we're on the hill watching the game, and it's
directly behind
the goals. And before the game, they did a tribute to Nicky Winmar. What was it for? Did he? It was like an anniversary.
It was his anniversary.
The 20th anniversary of the lifting the
yeah.
Guernsey up. Yep. So they did a bunch of stuff for that, and they played this video on the screen. And in front of us, a little bit to the left, there was this really large Collingwood fan who was covered in tattoos. He was there with a couple other guys. They looked like a bit of a bikie gang. It was really rogue.
Think Collingwood.
Yeah,
supporter.
I was gonna say average Collingwood.
The average
Collingwood supporter.
Yeah. And so I need to. How can I say what he did without getting?
I don't think you really can.
All right, should I just say it?
No,
I'm just going to say it. So Josh is like, please no.
Yeah.
So
damage control.
Yeah, damage control. Just
yeah.
Please don't take what I'm saying without any. I'm not going to say what he said, but they're playing the tribute video, and this guy starts yelling, "Who even was Nicky Winmar? Fuck Nicky Winmar!" And then he does a Nazi salute.
Yeah.
And then he starts yelling white power.
Which was horrifying.
Yeah, and then
fucking
there was a bunch of people on the mound that were a bit closer to where they were standing that started yelling at him and stuff. And I think one of them went and got a police officer, and he ended up getting escorted out.
And honestly, I'm surprised we didn't see anything about it.
I know. We were sitting there thinking that someone, because there was a lot of people around that saw it and that were talking about it. You could see everybody around was talking about it. No one really went up to him because he was a very scary looking dude.
Yeah, it was.
But the cops went up and spoke to him and escorted him out, rightfully so. So hopefully this year we don't see any other really bad racist remarks, especially with the time that we're in at the moment, especially with what happened last week with Eddie Betts.
Yeah, that was
we're not going to touch too much on that because it's just terrible things happening to really good people, and hopefully something changes soon because it's not good. But let's get into the Pies Lions game.
One thing I noticed was Dacos went to halfback. And
like I said he would. I did say that last week, didn't I?
And, well, they won.
And
Not saying it was all Dacos, but
they got Dacos back in the game.
He did have a big effect. He had 30 or something.
Yep. A little bit quieter compared to his big games, but yeah, he was definitely
not a quiet game at all though.
I guess
it is a little bit though. Like, I don't know, 30 touches and no goals, no nothing from Nick Dacos feels like a quiet game.
650 metres gained.
Yeah, I know. It's just that's what I'm saying. That's the standard we hold him to.
Yeah,
we hold him to that just sublime Nick Dacos, and that when he goes and has just a lazy 30 touches, we're like, what a shit game from Nick this week.
Fucking
barely
horrible.
saw him out there. What are you talking about?
I guess the big question is where to for Brisbane now?
Well, it seems like it's crisis stations over there.
There's
all the off-field stuff.
I was going to say, unfortunately for them, there's on-field issues and off-field.
And off-field issues. And we won't touch too much on the off-field issues, because I don't even know if it's even real.
Even if it's not, it's been covered.
It's been covered
truly enough.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it. Yeah. But if what they're saying has happened behind the scenes is well and truly happening, which I don't want to say I hope it is, but it would be so much funnier if it is happening.
If it was true.
If these guys really went off to Vegas and did what they did, then it would be so much funnier.
Hell of a boys trip, wasn't it?
Oh, a hell of a boys trip. It's giving. Do you remember that old documentary from a Saints end of season trip? And that's where there's the iconic video of Nick Riewoldt just naked.
Yes,
yeah, you know the one I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, those are funny.
Far out.
Yeah, there's like a photo of Nick Riewoldt somewhere where he's just got his cock out. He's like pointing at it. Yeah. I think I have that photo in my phone somewhere.
That's lovely to know now.
Yeah, I'll find it later. I'll clip this up
we'll
put that photo on the TikTok.
On
yeah. No, we're not actually going to clip that up.
No.
What else?
So you know who to message if
that's
if
it.
you're unaware of what we're talking about.
Absolutely. I did see a lot of stuff about Cam Rayner had a really good game.
Yeah, he did. It was kind of a break. Standout game, not a breakout
Not a
game.
breakout
But
game. He's definitely had.
definitely,
games,
he had a shaky start to the year, so it was good for him to sort
Well,
of
it
get
seemed
his
they
feet
kept
planted.
like throwing him around in different places.
Well, he seems to be that guy. Like
He's a bit of a whipping boy. When they need something in a certain position, he's the one that goes to it.
A few years ago,
which is kind of a shame for a player like him, because you feel like if he had a bit of stability in a position, he's the sort of player that could turn it up. Similar to how Heaney's been chucked in the midfield, and now he's really fucking turning it up, becoming one of the better players there.
A few years ago,
George Best.
We were talking about him before the podcast.
They still got George Best.
I see it open on his computer. I'm like, fuck, I want to look at
it. What's he going to do now? And I was like, still George Best.
Should we explain why we're talking about George Best?
Yeah, so a mate of Els and I, we were just going through some
shout out to Goody.
El FIFA teams last night, and we found that George Best played for a team called the Brisbane Lions, and we're just like, hold on, what's going on here?
And then as we were sitting down, we were setting up the studio and we're talking, and Austinn tells me this, and I'm like, what are you talking about, mate? Everybody knows this.
I just saw.
Well, not everybody knows this, but like people that know soccer know that George Best had a little 4-game stint at the Brisbane Lions in the old NSL days. So back to the football, back to the footy, I should say.
So back to the Brisbane Lions of the AFL. When Hipwood went down with his ACL a few years ago, Rayner was the man to go forward and sort of replace him, fill in that hole. And then I think he did a bit at half back the first couple of weeks when Kitty Coleman went down.
Yep.
So he is that guy they just like to throw around.
He's really become that guy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. But
anything else that's worth touching on this game?
I didn't really have anything else on this game. It was a bit.
The midfield looked better with Lockie Neal back in it. Neal had 35. McCluggage had 29. Dunkley had 26, and Zorko had 30. So
at what point do they start coming for Fags?
It's
funnily enough, I asked Goody this the other night because
Goody's not a.
He doesn't have a soft spot.
Our friend Goody that Austin's talking about.
He doesn't have a soft spot.
He does not like Chris Fagan at all.
From losing a grand final by only 5 points, there's absolutely no way they're sacking him anytime soon.
Well, if they lose this weekend against North Melbourne,
there's pressure, but he's not getting sacked.
What's their fixture coming up, by the way?
What are their next 3 games?
Well, they won't.
For us?
They're definitely favourites this week.
They're definitely favourites this week. But I'm saying is if they could, because it's not a friendly matchup for them. They're playing North Melbourne when North Melbourne
at an oval
they
haven't played at.
An oval they haven't played at. That the dimensions of the oval will suit the run of their game a bit more.
Yeah. They play Melbourne at the G next week.
Fuck,
which is cooked. And then they've got the Cats at the Gabba. That's it.
Hey, Geelong are flying at the moment, though.
At the moment.
Yes.
And then they've got I'm blind.
The Giants. The Giants at Monica.
Yeah, no, that's a bit.
They got a really rough fixture. They could easily lose those 3 games.
They could be one
week.
They could be 1-6. Yeah.
I don't know, man. They're in some strife.
They've got the Crows at Adelaide Oval after that, so an easy fixture.
Easy win for them.
Easy win for
them. Fuck the Crows, bro. Fuck the Crows. All right, Blues versus North.
Yeah, hey.
What a good Friday clash.
It was. And I think it's here to stay. Just they got a fair crowd, if you got the numbers on that, Josh.
Yeah, I can get that really quick.
But how good's Mackay?
Nearly 50,000.
Yeah, there was a fair crowd.
Yeah. 47,000.
100%. Oh, you know what really warmed my little heart?
Your little heart.
My little heart. It was the videos of the little girl. I can't remember her name. The one that flipped the coin in the Good Friday game. I can't remember her name, and I'm very sorry. But she just made my heart melt. Oh, she was so adorable.
Imogen? Was that it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Isabella Imogen or something.
Something like that's the name that pops into my head as well. Yeah. Isabella, something like that. Yeah, and the clip that was posted online when she's walking out to the middle and you hear the hi Jai, and she walks up to Jai Simpkin, and then she's just so adorable. What was her name? Have you got it there?
I'm trying to find it actually.
Yeah, she was just so adorable. But what a good charity.
Yeah, it's great every year, and there was all the footy shows got a bit of like someone involved in it during the week, and they all said the same thing. They're like all these. I guess they're called ambassadors. The kids.
The kids that are out there.
They've been involved with the club for months, and
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Harry Sheasel gave her a shirt after the game. That video got released a little bit later as well, which was really cute as well. She's just an adorable little girl.
Speaking of the Sheasel,
I wish her all the best.
This guy don't take a backward step.
No, he
man.
does not. The guy's a gun. I love
He's
Shees.
found his home.
He really has. I said it in private. Oh, am I going with this? I'm not. Okay. So I think that if Harry Sheasel was playing for a better team, he would be talked at more on the same sort of level as Nick Dacos.
Yeah, that is very fair.
Like, he gets talked up a bit, but he doesn't get the recognition I think he really deserves. He's just as good a kick as anybody is, and he finds that ball so easily in that North Melbourne side.
Yeah,
and he's.
It's not like they look through him either. They
don't. He's just there. Yeah, absolutely.
Is De Koning what? Is he almost the toughest ruckman to come up against right now?
Sam.
Tom.
Carlton one.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Sam.
So it's like Max and Ben King, mate.
Say that again. Say the statement
again. Tom De Koning, is he almost the toughest ruckman to come up against right now?
He killed Tristan Cherry.
Tom De Koning
and he killed
Tristan Cherry.
McInerney.
Yeah,
and
true.
Who'd they play before that? Richmond.
I
think he
got the best of
probably,
Nank, I thought. I remember arguing with my dad about that.
Yeah.
Tom De Koning and Tristan Cherry nearly had identical stats. I'm just looking at this. Both had 13 disposals, both 3 kicks, 10 handballs, both 1 mark.
Tristan Cherry gave away a fair few free kicks.
Because you don't let ruckman kick.
Did you notice that? There was North gave away a lot of free kicks, a lot of 50-metre penalties, but Tristan Cherry especially, I noticed, gave away a fair few.
Is he the toughest? Obviously, Cherry's got in the back of his mind, this guy's better than me. I need to do something different. And he's just giving away free kicks, trying to get in the best position, whether it's getting in the best position or taking him out. Or So is he... How much work do you think clubs... How much work do you think Freo are going to put into him this week?
That'll be a good matchup, Luke Jackson v. him.
Because Jackson's flying in the moment
He is, yes. But I don't know. I feel like he's played against some decent ruckmen, but I wouldn't say he's played against any... He hasn't played against any of the big boys yet. He hasn't played the Tim English. He hasn't played the Max Gawn. He hasn't played the Rowan Marshall. He played Nank, yes, which is one of the big boys. And, I'd say he comprehensively beat Nank in that matchup. But I want to see how he goes against... Luke Jackson will be a great matchup for him this weekend, but I want to see how he goes against Gawn. That's when it's really telling. But the thing with Tom De Koning is, because he's got such a tall forward line around him as well, it gives him a lot of relief in that space. But,
Sorry, I'm just looking at Josh. Does he play Rob next week?
Yes.
Yeah.
He plays
so that'll
Rob
be
next
good
week.
because Rob's probably a top 5 at least.
Well, I don't know if he is.
Or just in terms of
they're very
going by last year.
They're very different structured ruckmen.
Yeah.
So
that's almost a hot take. Riley O'Brien is a top 5 ruckman.
Oh well, I'm going by last. Not this year, but I'm going by last year.
The Crows haven't really shown much this year.
No, that is true, but neither has Rob.
They don't play Melbourne until round 9. So
if you go by pre-season,
May, I'll fucking be there, mate. Don't worry about it. I'll go to Melbourne for that one. That'll be a good game.
He plays Cameron then. Yeah, he plays Cameron. Darcy Cameron. I had Jeremy in my head. He plays Darcy Cameron the week before, so that's be a couple of weeks for him.
That'll be a good one. Yeah.
Back
to the free kicks. The
and
undisciplined
then Grundy the week after.
The undisciplined North Melbourne side. Let's go with that.
Yeah, look,
lot of free. Do you have the free kick count from that game? I know they gave away 6 free, 650 metres,
and they lost by 36, right?
Yeah, and they
56.
all
56. That's right. I can't kick away.
And all of those 50 metres ended up being a goal for Carlton.
So free kicks, it was 34 to 21 Carlton's way, so nearly double.
Yeah,
so that's a lot of free kicks anyway.
Yeah,
that's like 55.
There's a lot of free kicks for a game. 55.
What's that? That's like 12 a quarter, over 12 a quarter, 13 a quarter, over 13 55. A quarter.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
That is a lot. There's a lot of free kicks in a quarter.
13 a quarter, so that's like 1 every 2 minutes.
I know. It's a shame to see because the free kicks were really getting the best of them.
But it did,
they were in such a good position to push Carlton a lot more than they did.
They come back a lot.
They did, yeah. And the run was good. I don't know how you texted me this during the game. How can North Melbourne look so good yet so shit at the same time? And
So I've just got this. North Melbourne averaged 16 free kicks a game last year. This year so far they're averaging 20. So it's getting a bit up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Move on to the next game. Talk briefly about Crom versus Freo. Fuck. What a shit.
I don't really want to talk about that.
I'll briefly go over it. What a shit game. This game just fucking sucked. I knew a quarter in, I was like, nah, it was over before we started. And the footage of the vision of Ned McHenry giving the pre-game pump up to me is concerning.
Yeah, you probably don't get Ned doing that.
No.
He was a sub-light.
We have fucking 9 vice captains or something.
I know, man. Surely someone in that leadership group could be saying something. And it just looked like it was crickets in there. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes there, but something's not clicking right, and they got to show us something this week. I don't want to touch too much on it because depending on how this week goes against the Demons, either way, a big talking point is going to be the Crows next week. Whether they win or lose, they're going to be a big talking point. And I just
don't see a win happening.
That's fine, but that's what we're not going to touch on them too much this week. But there is some trouble coming for the Crows, I think, this week. Saints Bombers.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I've written Kane Corn's comment, but I can't think what the comment was.
It would have been the Nick Martin.
What was it?
The kick-in.
Oh, yeah, that's what it would be. Yeah, so Cornsy, old mate Cornsy.
Wants to scrap the kick-in.
I actually saw him last night.
He said
we
you shouldn't get a disposal from the kick-in.
How can it not be a fucking disposal? He's kicking the ball.
I'm sure if Kane kicked the ball in, he'd say
he would want a disposal from that.
Yeah. So if they get rid of the disposal from a kick in, right? But should the argument then be that if they're doing that, then they have to also get rid of the turnover stat that comes with if they turn over the ball?
Well, if you're Riley Bonnie, you'd say, hey, get rid of the turnovers. Yeah,
that's the thing.
But yeah, like it. Well, it is. I don't know. Because it never used to be a disposal until...
No, when did they change it?
It was like
I remember I was
listening
to someone else change it, but what was the rule before? It just wasn't
if you kicked it to yourself and ran out, I think you had to kick it to yourself, and then they took that rule out, and then now you can just run out of the box.
It's just... I don't know. I think it's just very nitpicky. Like, it's not hurting anybody.
No, it's not, no.
It's not. Like, he's complaining that he equaled the record off of, I think it was like 8 or 9 kick-ins Nick Martin took. But like, he still had 34 touches. He had a great game. And him doing that, it really takes away from, not that Nick Martin had a great game. I wouldn't be sitting here trying to make the argument that Nick Martin had a great game. But on pen and paper, he had a good game.
I think,
if you didn't watch the game, you look at the stats and you go, fuck, Nick Martin, 44 touches.
Yeah.
So it was 5 years ago that this started, the kick-in one.
Yep. I don't know. I think Kane's just got to shut the fuck up sometimes.
I know all the young ones love Easter, but Jack Stringer's not far behind him, is he?
No. The young ones like Easter with Jake Stringer. No, fucking oath, mate. The package, he's fucking delivering, I swear.
Only comes on Easter weekend, but hey, that's not
he's
bad.
He's like Jesus. He only arises on the 4th day. Third day. Sorry, my bad.
You should know this.
I heard on radio yesterday. What day is it? Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday.
It's Wednesday. Yeah.
That was a 23% set shot.
Yes, I did hear that as well. Yeah. What the balls on the man going and taking that as well to win the game.
But
what a kick.
Go down Essendon's list. Who else do you want taking that?
Not really anybody.
Who else in the AFL do you want taking that? There's not many above him. With his talent, with his there's not many above Stringer.
I don't know. Nothing pops in the head, but I'm sure if you messaged me before we started recording, I reckon I could have made a list.
Well, maybe I'd start with a left footer, but
Well, on that team, isn't Mason Redmond a left footer?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have him taking that.
Yeah,
kick.
I wouldn't want him.
Yeah, that's true.
Taking that kick.
It's a good kick though.
Yeah,
great kick. In fact,
won a game.
Jack Steele feels like he's back to like his regular best as well.
Yeah.
Last time we said that he got injured. I don't want to jinx it.
Someone touch wood.
Yeah. Trust me, I'll do it.
Yeah. Last thing Aussie needs is Jack Steele getting injured for him.
Yeah. Look, I was disappointed in St Kilda, but at the same time,
what a game!
It was a good game if you're a neutral supporter. But Essendon just stopped Saints' run. Like, we had them in the first quarter. Second quarter, they slowed it down. And then after halftime, they just stopped it.
I think a lot of it comes down to just the coaching by Scott.
Yeah, so
It's really,
he
it's
is
really
a mastermind.
both the Scotts are great coaches. It's just a shame that he couldn't get a team together at North Melbourne that was worthy of his coaching ability. That's the way I think of it, right?
Well, he said at the end of the year, I remember hearing him say that because he come late in 2022, he couldn't really
implement his
he couldn't train.
It makes
him
it
the
hard
way
to train a
so
team.
he said last year was pure training for this year, pretty much. Like a longer preseason. Yeah. I do want to talk about Riley Bonner because this man set an AFL record on the weekend.
Most turnovers.
Yeah, most turnovers. 17. He's got 32 disposals and turned it over 17 of them.
I had him in my fantasy team.
Yeah, I know. And pat on the back, mate. But
he had 137?
127.
120. Sorry, my bad. 127 fantasy points he had, and you guys want to take away his. You guys are saying he should be dropped.
So either of you have what he had in Supercoach?
Nah.
I think it was like 81.
It was
like
81. 81.
Oh,
so it
wasn't not that bad.
It still wasn't too bad. Yeah. But do they lose points or they just not get points?
Well, they're taking it at efficiency.
Yeah.
So I think
that's what I'm saying. So if he has an inefficient kink, does he not inefficient kink?
Riley, you heard it here first, guys. Riley Bonner has an inefficient kink.
Inefficient kick, right? Does it take away points or does he just not get points?
I'm not sure how it works. I haven't played. I used to play Supercoach, but I haven't for 5 or 6 years.
You were a real nuff back in the day, Ozzy. Oh, look at him.
Back when my dad used to make my team for me.
Oh, cute. All right.
Although I'll never forget my dad captained Buddy when he kicked 13.
What a game!
I'll never forget that.
Right. That's pretty.
I think
intense.
He got.
That's pretty intense.
What did he get?
It was like 170.
It must be 396 or something. He got. I think 198. So I think he got 396.
Yeah, right. Fuck. What a game!
It's all right.
Imagine somebody scoring that today. Oof.
That would be nuts.
And then you don't have him in your team.
Shall we move on to Saturday evening?
Just the next. We need to start moving through these games.
We're
almost half an hour in. We said we weren't going to touch on these games too much. Now
let's be quick.
Let's go. Port versus Melbourne.
Yep, Melbourne won. Next one.
Melbourne.
How
good's Warney?
Go on. He loves the Adelaide Oval, mate.
Fuck, he does. Yeah. I'm so excited to watch him tear my fucking team to absolute shreds this week. Tomorrow night, I should say. Get keen. Get down to the Adelaide Oval. Get around it, lads. And if you're listening to us now, let's use this as a quick little break. Go hit the rating button on whatever you're listening to. Give us 5 stars. Give us a follow. Share us with a friend because it helps us grow tremendously. And now back to you, Austinn.
Is Willem Drew the best tagger in the game?
Best tagger.
Question without notice.
Probably not. Next, he's up there though.
Okay, well, how about this one? Is Soldo the recruit of the year?
So far, yes.
Yep,
I would agree. Yep, so far, yes.
Where do Melbourne find a consistent key forward? Where do you go to find them?
Taylor Walker. Next question. We spoke about this last night. We spoke about this last night at the thing. We were talking about the story from a couple of years ago when Tex had the racism incident, and he it was in the aftermath of that. Apparently, he got an offer from the D's to go to the Demons during that like peak years of them, and we were talking about how like
this would have been them getting him in 2022, so the year after after their premiership.
Yeah. So, and I was saying how them getting a key forward like Tex turns them into a dynasty team
because they've pretty much relied on Fritsch until last year. They experimented with a few, but they just unfortunately got injured at the wrong time.
Yeah,
because there was it Harms had a good run.
I'm not sure.
I think remember. Yeah,
and then Petty had a really good run.
Yes, because Harry Petty having the good run is what made the Crows look at him at the end of last year as well. Yeah.
One thing I found that really stood out. So Port lost by 7 points.
Yep.
They had +7 marks inside 50, which essentially that's a shot at goal, right?
Yeah.
If you mark the ball inside 50, there's not many that pass it off.
How? Insane.
They got to fix that.
They really do.
Melbourne,
but that's Port have been like that for years, man.
Melbourne
Port have been like that for years.
Accurate in front of goal.
That's uncharacteristically accurate for Melbourne as well, because they are usually just as bad, if not worse.
15-6 to 13-11.
Yep. But I think Port will be fine. They're a good team. They're gonna kill some teams later. All right, next game. Doggies Eagles.
Elliot Yo, career format.
Thank you for the fantasy points. Next.
What else?
Is there many good things in Perth right now? Then not Perth, then West Coast. Any better than McGovern?
Don't know. I haven't watched the game. What did he do?
Oh, he's just been really consistent.
Has he?
Throughout the year? Yeah,
I haven't really watched too much
good.
Eagles games.
Just
I don't
down
care
back,
for
just
it too much.
doing what McGovern does.
Yeah, no, fair. Play on.
Bramble for the Doggies, 27-7 marks.
I did see that. Good game. Good game from him. Yeah, Duggan.
Shout out to Harvey Gallagher.
Harvey Gallagher.
Rising star.
Yep. Lad. Yep, big ups. Right, Swans Tigs.
Yep.
Flag Tigers.
How did that get there?
Tigers win makes me quite upset.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to touch on that again, Josh? No, we're not going to touch on that.
I've actually got a bit on this.
We're not going to touch on it.
Have you? Aussie's got a bit on this game.
Toronto back to pre-buy form 2023. So what that means is...
I don't know about that. Yeah, he just had a day out. Let's see what he does this weekend. I understand what you're saying because I had the same thought when I saw his stat line. I was like, let's give it another game.
35 and a goal. That's like exactly Tim Taranto.
It is,
pre-buy.
yeah, I know.
Hey, how good's Rowbottom at tackling? The whole family, the
13.
The sister in
Great
the
tacklers.
AFLW.
Yeah, gets a lot of tackles as well, yeah.
I know he got suspended, but is Liam Baker the most valuable free agent right now?
Funny you mentioned that. We had a comment on the Shai Bolton video from a few weeks ago of a guy saying, no, you're an idiot. Shai Bolton's not who they're building the team around. It's Liam Baker. I was like, yeah, no, fair.
He's going to attract a lot of money.
Yeah, he's going to attract a lot of money. How old is he?
Young.
How
I don't know,
young,
20. Is he 27?
Oh, that's what the number.
He's
That's
26.
26.
I was going to say that.
So he's mid-20s. Very valuable. Come to the Crows, Liam.
All right, next game.
No, I got a bit more.
No, he's got a bit more.
Hold the brakes, man.
Yep.
Errol Goulden, very inefficient.
Not like him.
Not like Errol.
No, very uncharacteristically inefficient. Usually that guy, you give him the ball, it's doing something.
Not everyone's going to have the best game every single week, though.
It's like Tim Taranto not having the best.
And he still had 25 and a goal.
Are we just Richmond's biggest haters or what?
I believe so.
We're not doing this on purpose, I swear to God.
Jaden Short didn't kick a goal from outside 50 this week. They're done.
Good win by the way.
Guy. No, look, I'm sorry for anybody that's listening. I'm not actually a Richmond hater. Josh is. Josh is a vocal Richmond hater, and you can give him all the shit you want. That's fine.
Does Adam Simpson listen to our podcast?
I hope so.
Well, I hope so too. I'm about to tell him how to win on the weekend.
All right, go on then. Let's
so,
hear it.
Adam, Simo, what's his name?
Yeah, Simo.
Simo, we'll go that.
Yeah.
You want to know how to beat Sydney?
Go on.
Make him turn the ball over, mate. That's how you do it. Don't worry about the guy with the ball.
Don't worry about the guy with the ball.
Worry about where the ball's going to go.
That's kind of deep.
That's what Richmond did. They
deep.
cut off the next
Don't worry about who's got the ball.
Richmond went.
Worry about where it's going.
Chad Warner, you can have the ball, Chad. We're going to cut off
everything.
Heaney, we're going to cut off everyone. What are you going to do? Kick along?
Good. Oh, we got it covered, mate.
They kind of got problems now with that, though. They've lost a lot of their tall timber.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's great. It's great, isn't it?
Well, it's because they play Sades. Like.
Yeah, he's so excited. He's like, fuck yeah. Oh, God. Put the money on Wilkie to have a good one this week.
Yeah. Actually, put money on whoever is, well, who's Richmond's best defender? It's not Bolter, he's out.
Blossom.
Yeah, probably.
Boston.
Yeah,
great super coach game, that guy.
No, forget about that. I reckon he's almost a sneaky, running for the All-Australian fullback.
Boston,
I think he's been phenomenal this year.
What a game on the weekend. What back pocket has a game like that? I've never seen a back pocket have a game like that.
No, you're right. He's gunning for an All-Australian spot, that's for sure.
I did not
keep your eye on that, Boston. Very underrated player for Richmond, especially during the dynasty years, was Lawson. Very good player, that. All right.
We have
Hawks v Cats.
Yeah, last game.
But I do want to talk. Big ups to Tanner Bruin. What a first quarter. What a breakout game for the kid.
Yep.
Coming across from wherever he come from.
Wherever he's come from.
GWS.
GWS. Yes. No, he's a gun of a kid, yeah. I think main talking point from this game. Jack Ginnivan needs to start getting some fucking free kicks. I don't care that what he did in the past. It is borderline assault and murder at this point that he is not getting any free kicks.
I remember the first game after they made the rule. Collingwood played the Crows at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah,
and we were watching. There was a big scruffle in the forward 50, and Taylor Walker had Jack Ginnivan in a headlock.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Taylor Walker got a free kick for it.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was the best. Yeah, and then he kicked a goal.
And then he kicked
a goal
from it. Yeah. And I thought that was just the best thing to ever happen.
And we were pretty up and about it then because it was all funny ha-has then. But now it's gone too far. It's actually gone too far. I think the guy was getting assaulted on the weekend. They could have punched him in the face and they would have said, "Get up, stop diving."
I don't know where I sit on it. Because I see both sides.
He's obviously being officiated differently. I understand the argument that he tries to play for more free kicks. But
that's the rule, though.
Yeah, what is the rule?
If you lead with your head, the rule is. So this is why this is where I don't really understand it. Right? Yep. I'm not certain, but my understanding of the rule is if you lead with your head, which Ginnivan does, that's your prior. That's holding the ball. But none of them were holding the ball on the weekend. So
you want them to be called holding the ball against him?
Well, what I'm saying is if it's not a high tackle, it should be holding the ball.
And there is the other argument is he is dropping his knees, but it is late.
I don't think he's dropping his knees.
I don't think he's dropping the knees. He's definitely lifting the elbow. But you can't tell me every single one of them aren't a free kick.
But David King said 2 of them you could see live. He does lift his arm, yes. But
the initial
arm's
contact
already
is
on
high.
his shoulder.
Yeah.
The arm's already on his shoulder.
Yeah, so it's high. It's high. He needs to be getting those, man. Otherwise he's going to get fucking hurt. Like bad.
And it can't... I remember last year, he come out and said it's just... He just feels like the whole world's against him. And it really took a toll on his mental health. And it's going to do the same again.
I would feel the same way.
Yeah, well, I would as well.
I remember it was in the last quarter on that game when it was like bucketing down rain. He got one in that forward pocket there in front of the goal, and he got one high, and he just turned and looked at the umpire and just held his arms out while the game's still playing. He's just like, "What have I got to do to get a free kick?" Yeah, whose dick does he have to suck?
He got one in a marking contest, so he just got...
I mean it, man. Josh, I mean it.
No. I
mean it.
I'm agreeing. I am agreeing.
Whose dick does he have to suck to get a fucking mark, to get a free kick?
I think Andrew Dillon.
Laura Kane.
Laura Kane. Jack Ginnivan has to suck Laura Kane's dick, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Rock and roll. Play on. All right. Yeah, well, that's the 8 games for the week, which we've done in 25 minutes less than we usually do.
Record time.
So record time.
I'm puffed.
Me too.
Yeah, we did rush through it. So sorry if that was actually a bit too fast.
This episode, if you're still listening now, we thank you very much.
Yeah.
This episode is going to be a bit rough, but we thank you for joining us. And next week we'll be back to regular programming.
Yeah.
All right.
What we should talk about next is just gather round in general, I reckon.
All right.
Just it's happening.
It is.
It's tomorrow.
It's
tomorrow. Gather round tomorrow.
Well, it was yesterday.
What's you guys' plan for this weekend? What's your plans? Are you going around to Festival Plaza, Aussie?
I'm going to be at Festival Plaza.
What games are you going to?
So I'm only going to the Saturday doubleheader.
Yep.
And the
Sunday.
Hawks. What did I say?
Hawks.
Hawks Pies and the Freo Carlton and the Dogs Cats.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, are 3 of the... Well, probably the 3 best games, and then the Crows Melbourne aren't far behind in terms of
if
like,
gather round Crows rock up, we're in for a treat.
Oh, please!
If the gather round Crows,
if
rock
there's
up,
a God above, please.
It's got to be that Guernsey that does it though.
If there are any of you Crows boys listening to this, please turn up for me. I need it, mate.
Yeah.
I just need to see something, man. Let me see something from you that makes me go, oh, yep, we're going to be okay. Because right now it is looking very fucking grim and I'm not excited. But I'm excited, but I'm not excited. I just hope we don't lose. If we lose, I just don't want us to lose too badly because it's going to really ruin my weekend. It's going to be so hard for me to rock
coming
up.
from a St Kilda supporter who has said this for many, many years,
Go on.
You just want to be competitive.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to go into games and just be like, yeah, we could win today.
You just want to be competitive.
But the last 3 weeks, I haven't felt like that.
Yeah.
I've actually been
100%.
hopeless. I've been like,
maybe in the Gold Coast game. For
maybe
5
a
minutes.
little bit I was.
Yeah.
But the Geelong game,
you would have been asleep by then.
The Geelong game, I was a bit hopeful for as well, but
it was because I was blinded by the mystique of us being there, and like it was the first game back at Adelaide Oval.
yeah, look,
Right,
it's gather round Crows, please rock up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Win by 56 points.
And then we've got the Friday night game, Port Adelaide versus
Bombers.
Yep. That's a sneaky good one as well, I think.
I don't know.
I think it could have a potential to be a shootout.
I remember looking at the
upset alert, possibly.
I remember looking at the fixture, gather round fixture last year and not being impressed, and then the actual weekend was amazing, like game wise, and I think the same thing is going to happen this weekend.
I'll tell you what I'm excited for, that food thing down at Nord on the parade.
Yes.
I'm excited
on Sunday.
for that. I am. You know me, I love me food, mate.
You love your food. When are we going to go to that? We're going to go during the day?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, the game starts at midday.
Well, I'm at the Collingwood game, so that finishes.
It's actually very awkward. If we go between, we've got 2 hours between the. There's only one game at Adelaide Oval.
That's what I'm saying. We've got all lunchtime. We could go at lunchtime.
Yeah, we've got all day.
Yeah, we've got lunchtime. We'll go to Norwood on lunchtime on Sunday. That sounds like a treat. That does. Yeah. That's going to be good. All right. What else is there to touch on?
Yeah. For what? In terms of what?
2 games at Mount Barker this year. That's what I was trying to think of. 2 games at Mount Barker. Does that not seem like a little bit too many?
No, it was great last year.
Yeah, I know, but 2 of them now? Is that going to affect their attendance?
I'm not going.
That's what I mean. I'm not going.
Yeah, I don't think attendance is any issue this weekend.
It would have been
only the Adelaide Oval games will have an issue.
Do you know what would have been nice if they'd so like the Mount Barker one that's on Sunday, right? If that was at 12 still, like it is, but they made the Collingwood game start at like 6.
And people could get back to it.
Then you could get back to it, yeah. Because if that was on like that, I would have gone to both of them. I would have made the trip down.
I said when tickets come out, I don't think Richmond should play in Nord Oval.
Really?
With
fan base that they've got.
You compare the capacity of Nord Oval to Richmond's fans.
Yeah, no, that is fair.
It goes off kind of what Caro was saying the other week. That
I just don't think that's. I don't think that's a smart move.
Like West Coast Sydney makes sense because. I mean, Sydney's supporter base
in South Australia.
Port Adelaide Richmond would have been a good game on a Friday night. That actually would have been an awesome game on a Friday night. Yeah. What else?
I liked the Sunday doubleheader last year, which we don't get.
No, we
get that's. I don't know. I feel like Collingwood versing a bottom 4 side from last year, even though there's going to be the heat with Ginny playing against his old
I liked
side. I think it's a bit of a waste not having a second
game. Even though the morning
there.
game, which was Geelong versus West Coast, was rubbish, it was still just good being there.
Yeah.
And then getting to watch a really exciting game after that.
That was good vibes, actually.
It was actually quite good.
First one.
I was on the roof.
You were on the roof. You were on the roof climb. Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
I took a photo of you.
I thought it was Tom Mitchell.
Yeah.
Get over there. Oh, yeah, come back, get over there.
It's crazy that all you can hear is the players.
Is the players.
It was amazing, though. Yeah. I do recommend if anyone's coming over. Or
who I was really keen to see actually this weekend was GWS, and I'm not going to get to.
Yeah.
Which
I wanted to see the big sound. They're playing. Well, I guess it makes sense. They've shipped the 2 teams with the least amount of fans off to Mount Barker. Yeah. But I still, if the Collingwood game was a bit later and I wouldn't have to rush back into the city from that game in Mount Barker, I would have been keen to go to the Mount Barker game on Sunday.
I think the Saturday doubleheader probably wasn't a great fixture when they put it together, but right now it's bloody good.
Yeah.
There's a game with 2 undefeated teams, and there's a game with 2 teams that we haven't seen at their best or at their worst, really.
Yeah. It is a bit strange. Yeah.
I mean, Geelong's undefeated, but they played.
Carlton Freo has the potential to be a banger of a game.
It does,
well.
and I think it will be.
Yeah.
I
reckon it's going to be close.
I don't know what long
it's going to be. It's going to be great conditions for footy this weekend. So
yeah, I saw the weather's like 25, 24, 26.
Yeah. If you have the potential to get to any of these games, if you're here in SA, I know most of our listeners are here in SA, but if you have the potential to get to any of these games, definitely do it. It's going to be well worth it. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a lot of fun. and we're all very
just love
excited
footy.
for it.
Just
Yeah,
love
that's
footy.
it. We just love footy, man.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this. We just love the footy. We're a couple of unique individuals, and we just love the footy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What are the other games?
Other games. Sorry.
Should we talk about the? Actually, no. Forget about talking about the games. There's not much else we can talk about.
not really.
We can talk about last night.
Oh yes, the Gather Round Spectacular.
Yes, we went to the Gather Round Spectacular.
Yeah.
The
Live at the
live
Adelaide
footy
Entertainment
show
Centre.
At the entertainment centre.
It was quite good.
Actually, was I
Yeah.
I enjoyed it quite
Yeah.
a bit. You can definitely tell that the target market for those shows is
Older.
Not me.
much older.
Not me.
Well, I reckon we were the
Put
youngest.
it
people
this
there.
way. We're
Easily
not
the
young.
youngest people there.
Apart from old Dylan who wanted to do everybody thing
Yeah,
down the front.
yeah. There was this
Mate.
guy sitting down the front named Dylan who just every time the camera went near him, he'd just go spaz, go absolutely spaz.
And then he got to dance, and then they said no.
And then they said, no, you can't do it.
No,
But he
you
got a
can't
footy
dance,
out of
mate.
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he got a sharing out of it. Oh,
Yeah.
lucky man.
I wish I got a footy.
I wanted to share him.
Might go. I need to get a gather round footy this weekend. I didn't get any gather round merch last year.
I got the
Hey.
I got the bucket.
Yeah,
hat.
I'm not gonna get the bucket hat. I want to get one of the scarves.
I want to get one of the Guernseys.
I was just
Ooh,
about to say, have you
yeah.
guys seen them Guernseys?
Are they
actually look
real?
Yeah, yeah.
they are real. They just
Yeah.
stuffed up and posted on April 1st at 11 a.m.
Right, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, sick joke," but they're like, "No, this is real."
Yeah.
So that's actually a real Guernsey.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
Rebel.
How much
Rebel's
is
floor.
How much is it?
Oh, probably
It'd
130.
be 100. It'd be the same as the other ones. It'd be
130
Fuck!
or something.
But they'll be available tomorrow morning.
Tassie, did you guys get the email about Tassie?
Probably.
They're releasing the shirt to buy.
Oh, yeah, because there's fake ones going around.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying to sell the real ones because people are buying fake ones by accident. But the real ones are going on sale I think on the 5th. I think they go on sale.
That's tomorrow, mate. I mean, 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $100 for a shirt. I'm thinking about buying one. I think they're
I'm
pretty
not.
cool. I am.
Anyway, I'm gonna head in tomorrow morning. I think to the
Yeah,
Tells you,
got-
tells you how good
because
the crows
I
are.
think it's gonna be
Packed.
not just that shit's gonna sell out quickly.
Yeah,
no, that's
yeah.
fair.
So I want to get in there in the morning and
I think
buy
they said they expect.
buy
Oh, I
stuff.
don't know how many said that.
like
They said they
the
expect
Crows
that.
gather round Guernsey. I got there 2 hours before the game and it was already sold out.
Sold out, yeah.
So
Are you going to get in and then you're going to come back home?
yeah, I'll
and then
come
go
back home
out?
and
Yeah.
then go back again.
I'm going to go at around in the afternoon. I've got to pick up my sister because my sister's coming to the game with me and my partner Amalia. So there's us three going to be there.
I wonder
Nice.
if they'll let me not pay for the train on the way in because technically it's only 3 hours before and after the game that you're allowed to take the train.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So
I'm not Peter Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, look.
If only I was. I could
That-
answer that question for him.
Yeah.
Do you reckon
damn it.
Peter Mike Wazowski could actually answer that question if we asked him?
I think, look,
He runs the state.
he does run the state.
All right. Question without notice.
Where he says
Okay.
goes.
All right. Question without notice.
Oh, yeah.
Who out of any player in the AFL, who would you most likely want to run into this weekend? Who's your dream player to run into and just be like, "Hey, mate, what's going on? Can I get a photo?" Who would you want to run into?
This is a toughie.
It is
Jack Sinclair.
Jack Sinclair.
Yeah.
Yeah, big car, Jack Sinclair.
Jack Sinclair or Jack Steele, I reckon.
All right. Aussie?
Yeah.
Toby Green come to mind straight
Oh,
away.
Green.
yes.
Yeah,
no,
that's
that's
a
a
great
great
pick as
call.
well. Yeah,
That's a great fucking call.
No. Personally, I want to run into Cripper or Charlie Kerno. How can you not? Oh,
So-
I just want to see how tall Charlie is.
Or
compared to
Jezza.
me,
I'd love
'cause
to run into
yeah,
Jezza.
actually, Jezza would be good bands to run
I'd
into
run
as well.
into
I reckon he'd
Jezza.
have a good yarn as well. I reckon he'd have a good yarn.
Who wouldn't you want to run into?
Ooh,
A Crows player.
Jake Lever.
Jake Lever. Fair. Patrick Dangerfield. There's a theme with these ones, actually. I've noticed.
Oh yeah, ex-Crows players. Yeah. Who else?
I don't know.
Eddie Betts.
I ran into him last year.
Yeah,
It was
no, I'm
quite
just
good.
joking.
Yeah.
I would actually.
He
run
was
into
actually
Eddie
great.
Betts.
I got a signed
Yeah.
footy from him.
Oh,
It was.
we should tell a story from last night when we ran into Connor Rosie.
Oh yes.
So me and Josh have pulled into the entertainment centre
Yeah.
when we rocked up. We've pulled into the entertainment centre.
We got
car
there a bit
park.
early.
Yeah,
We
we
were
got there a
just-
little bit early because
yeah.
we wanted to grab something to eat before we went.
Yeah.
And pull in, and I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, grab my keys, grab my gear, and I just hear Josh go, "Is that Connor Rosie?" And in the car that's parked directly in front of us, just out pops Connor Rosie. And we're just like, "Yeah, it is
Oh
Connor
yeah,
Rosie."
it is Connor Rosie. And then we sort of followed him. We
We didn't really follow him.
Well,
we were just
sort of-
heading in the same
we
direction.
parted
we were
ways
behind.
eventually.
Yeah, he went
and
around
then he
the
was
back.
on stage an
And
hour
I was like,
later.
wow.
Oh my god.
Who would have thought Isaac Rankin can sing? Also, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Great.
kind
It
of.
was
I,
actually really
they
good.
were talking about it before he came on and sang, and I was like, "This has got to be like some sort of joke, right? Like, is he gonna actually sing?" And then No, he comes on and it's just like bang.
Yeah, it was great.
Guy's actually got the voice of an angel. Who would have thought that?
Yeah. Who was better, Delta or Isaac?
Isaac. Give me Isaac every day of the week. Yo, Aussie loves Delta.
Delta was good.
She was good.
Look at him, he's blushing.
Isaac.
He's blushing.
He is blushing.
He's blushing.
Isaac. He had his eyes open the whole time and he stared in the same spot.
Where was he looking? I didn't pick up on that.
Like,
Where was he looking?
if
Was he
I'm
looking over at
Isaac,
the Crows boys in
I
the
got
corner?
the stage. Yeah, but down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, sorry. The Crows were up there,
Be
so
my
he was looking
baby.
down that side.
Right.
And he was just standing there playing
Point.
his guitar.
He just pointed.
staring.
The poor people that are listening have got no idea what Austinn just said. They just heard.
Crows
he
were
was
top
staring
right.
that way,
Crows-
and he was
Crows
looking
were-
over that way.
Well, they can watch the video.
I don't think anyone...
They can watch the video.
clip
Yeah,
it
sub
there.
to the just clip it.
Yeah,
sub
just-
to the YouTube. Watch Austinn. Yeah,
Yeah.
skip up to
And
the
So
side.
Crows
we'll-
Crows were top right, and Isaac was looking like
Bottom right.
bottom like 10 o'clock on the. On
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see.
on,
Yeah.
on that
Yep,
thing that
yep,
tells
yep.
you the time.
We'll need a
Yeah.
map of the Adelaide Entertainment Centre just here.
Oh,
So,
yeah. And then,
Yeah.
I remember we were sitting there, and when they brought Isaac up, I looked to my left, and I can see that there's all the Crows boys there. And the funniest part was there's all the Crows boys sitting there in a line. They're all like single file. And then Riley Thilthorpe is taking up two fucking
He's got
chairs.
broken leg, mate.
Oh, that is
Like-
true. He has had knee. So I just thought it was funny because my brain
Yeah.
automatically thought, Riley, you big cunt. Why are you taking up two fucking
two
chairs?
seats.
Yeah.
I mean, Eddie Maguire did state that it was a packed house, and it was not.
Definitely was not a
definitely
packed
was
house.
No,
There
it
were
wasn't.
hundreds
There was
of
heaps
people.
of the VIP as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaps of MDs.
Yep.
I was going to say something, I forgot.
No.
Yeah. Anything else on the Gather Round Spectacular?
On the Gather Round Spectacular. Oh, how
Hold
about them giving the Triton away to some people that aren't even locals?
Yeah, some
We
fucking
rocked up
Victorian.
thinking that we were going to have a shot at winning the fucking Triton. So they gave away, at the Gather Round Spectacular, if you didn't watch it, they gave away a $67,000 Triton. But the catch was, it had to be people from Melbourne that had to apply to win a competition to get, so they picked, how many people was it? 4 people?
5.
They picked 5 people, and the 5 people got to bring a friend. They had to get on the bus with Billy fucking Brown. Billy
Brownless.
Brownless. Yeah, Billy fucking Brownless to jump.
Who also left the fucking bus 3
Yeah,
hours in.
3 hours in and
Yeah,
a
he got
fucking
the borders out,
helicopter
got
to
a
Adelaide. Yeah. So
lot of people
they got on the
got
bus with him all the way to Adelaide and rocked up right when the fucking show started. And then they had to do like this challenge thing, and one of them won the Triton. So they were like,
then the
oh
rest of
yeah,
them-
try and win a Triton. But like we weren't eligible to win a fucking Triton even though we paid to be there. I thought that was a fucking joke.
I thought it's a bit sad that whoever didn't win the Triton had to hop back on the bus
fucking
and drive back to Melbourne.
Drive
at
back
night.
to Melbourne. Yeah.
I don't
This-
think they would have gone back to Melbourne.
You reckon?
I don't reckon.
He said they were going.
It's for the show.
I hope
I don't think
I
they
hope
would,
you're
is it?
right, but I also don't hope they're right because I don't like being lied to for the
Yeah,
sake of
no.
show business.
Yeah, fuck show business.
Fuck show business.
This
Fuck
isn't show
Eddie
business.
Maguire.
This is real shit.
This is real shit. All right. When I say I don't like Shy Bolton, I don't actually like Shy Bolton. Wait, no.
No, yeah.
I don't
Not
not like Shy Bolton. I don't mind Shy Bolton.
And when I say I don't like Richmond,
he's
good
I fucking
game
mean
on
it.
the by the
he's
way.
telling the truth. What's that?
Good game on the
No, we're
weekend,
not
by the way,
touching on
so.
that because it's not worth it.
No.
What?
Just the Richmond game.
Just the Richmond game.
Yeah,
What
nothing
about
happened. No.
it? Nothing happened. No, Shy played good. Is that
did.
what you want me to say,
Well,
Austin?
I just said that's what I just said.
Yeah, well, is that what you want me to say? You're trying to make me
I didn't
look
want
like
you to say anything. I said it. You don't have to say anything.
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
well,
Then I'm not going to say anything.
Why'd you bring it up then? No, honestly.
I didn't bring anything up. What are you talking
we're
about?
talking about some kid with the try, and then next thing I hear
Actually,
Shy
no, I
Bolton.
did actually bring
You
up
did bring
Shy
it up.
Bolton. Yeah, that's
just
true. He
randomly
lives in,
brought
he
up
lives
Shy
in my
Bolton.
head rent free, man.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about him 24/7. It's hard not to think about him when my phone keeps fucking buzzing because of all these dickheads fucking... Sorry, I keep tapping the table. These guys commenting on the fucking TikTok 2 weeks after I've posted the video. It's the same guys. There's like 4 of them. They keep coming back. I'm like, go, bro, watch another TikTok, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think you've upset a fan base at all?
I actually have, but
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. But I'm happy.
It's not a.
It's probably not smart that we went after one of the biggest clubs either, is it?
No, it's fine. We can talk about whoever we want. I'm not scared of them.
No, I didn't say you would be.
I'm not scared of them. I'm just...
John
I just can't be fucked talking about Shy Bolton every week.
Yeah,
Do
no,
you-
look.
He had a good game. That's all we need to
Hang
talk.
on.
What's that?
Do you want to do it again?
Do what again?
Is Pendlebury is he past it?
I didn't watch the game, so I can't comment on Pendlebury.
I
this
know,
week.
all I
I
know
heard he
is-
had a better game.
He punched hockey down, so I know.
Yeah. Oh, true. We should talk
And
about
only got a
that.
fine
How the
for it.
fuck did he only get a fine for that?
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Open-handed fish. Yeah, he's winded like fucking Neil.
All right, can we? We're actually a bit stretched for time.
No, we're not. We can go on as long as...
I know.
We make the rules, Josh.
No, I know,
we can go for as long as we want to go for.
What I mean is, I'm trying to make a segue and have them believe it. And you've just undermined it.
Nah, mate, it's right. We'll keep waffling. And then you can try again in a bit.
All right.
Why you got the Crows out from last year, Josh?
Yeah, Josh is looking at Crow scores from last year.
I was looking at the gather round
computer.
game from last year.
What a game that was. The best part about that game was I went to the game with my dad, who's a Carlton supporter, still is a Carlton supporter. Yeah. And Dad went to go get beers. He went to go get beers right when the game started. He came back and they were down by 4 fucking goals. And he's like, he looks at the score and he goes, "What the fuck just happened?" I'm like, "Mate, we're the best team in the comp." I don't know what you want.
The Crows started with a head start is what happened.
Yeah, real. But
yeah.
I know what I was going to... So, back to who you would love to run into.
Yeah.
Not just AFL players, anyone in the AFL. Who would you want to run into? Involved in the AFL. That might be there.
Abby Holmes.
Abby Holmes?
I love her. I love Abby Holmes. Amalia, if you're listening, I'm so sorry, but I love Abby Holmes.
We saw her at the Geelong game because it was a 7 event.
Oh, yeah.
It was like
Rory come down grade level. They're like, "Mate, you're up there.
Get up there.
Get back up there."
Yeah. No, I love Abby Holmes.
I'd love to run into Tommy Sheridan.
That's a good one as well. That's a good one as
well. I would love to run into. I know he's not involved with the AFL anymore, but Gil McLaughlin.
Yeah. Do you know which we did do last year.
We did do that
last
year.
I'd love to run into. Checkers and Shrey. No, not really.
Okay, who else?
Care less. I don't know why I said that. It wasn't even funny.
That wasn't.
Yeah. Right, should we jump into Easter rankings?
Easter. Oh yes,
Easter.
No, because it's Easter.
Because it's Easter, we thought we've come up. We've done a top 3, right? So we're going to rank today. We're going to rank our top 3 Easter eggs, basically. We're gonna go from third to first, and we're gonna take it in turns. I'll go first, right? We'll all say our third, and then we'll go down. All right. My number 3, just regular dairy milk eggs, the little ones that are like full chocolate eggs.
Yeah.
Right. I reckon they're just simple, classic, sweet. You can't go wrong with them.
I actually had the same.
Did you? Josh had the same. Yeah.
The small little, they're great. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
No, they're not too fancy. They're just perfect.
No, absolutely. Austin?
I said Cadbury Oreo.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with it. Yep. I actually have Cadbury Oreo in number 2.
Do you?
Yeah. I love Cadbury Oreo eggs. I think they're awesome.
What do you got number 2?
I think they're very underrated as well.
My number 2? The cream egg.
The cream egg.
I'm not a fan.
Because they're like a real egg.
No, I don't like it.
Because you open it up, there's a white bit.
No, I don't like
it. There's a
It
yellow
tastes
bit.
like shit. Yeah.
They do taste like shit.
No, you're fucking wrong.
I feel like I'm just tasting white stuff.
Yeah.
Pause. No, it's... I thought you were going to stop recording. It's like white stuff.
Moving on. Caramel cake.
What, number 2?
Yeah, 2. Caramel. I'm a big caramel boy. That actually changed my life.
Caramel's not bad. I like caramel.
Yeah, that actually changed my life.
Number 1, the lint bunnies. The little lint bunnies, the classic ones.
That's a funny Easter egg, Noah.
Yeah, it's a funny egg.
This was an Easter egg rating.
Oh, fuck.
And you've put a bunny in there.
Whatever, mate. I'm fucking eating. I eat those fucking lint bunnies like they're fucking eggs, mate.
By the way, on the top of Noah's list, he's got top 3 Easter eggs, and then he's got lint bunny in number 1.
No. When I was asked to compile this list, Noah, I was told that it would be Easter eggs.
So I've gone, well, you know what? I came up with the top 3, so I make the rules. And I'm saying that I can have the lint chocolate bunny as my number 1.
Well, I would have had the fucking lint chocolate bunny.
What are you complaining? It's my list. It's a subjective list. There's no right or wrong answer except that you are wrong for putting cream egg at number 2.
No.
Tastes like
What'd you put number 1?
In number 1, I have the caramello egg.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I've gone...
Can't go wrong with those.
I've gone broad.
Broad.
Anything Darrell Lee. Egg. Any egg
Darrell
Lee.
No, Darrell Lee goes hard.
No, Darrell Lee does go hard. Yep. No. All right, now let's do blind rankings, right?
Okay.
All right. Rank them for me.
Rankin. And no. That was Rankin last night.
Yep. All right. Now, rank them for me, okay?
Okay.
Cadbury, Lindt, and Darrell Lee
Darrell
chocolates.
Lee number 1.
You're going Darrell Lee number... All right, Aussie, you go. You go first. Rank them. Make sure you say like...
Hang on,
one,
what's
two,
the con...
one, two,
Like,
three.
in
which
terms
one?
of
Just which
I
one you
forgot.
want?
I
Just which
forgot.
one you want.
Okay.
I forgot, so I'll go Darrell Lee 1, Lindt 2, and the other one 3. What was the other one? Cadbury.
Cadbury.
Yeah.
You're taking Cadbury number 3.
Lindt's better.
I'm going...
And to top it off, Lindt brought out a Gold Bunny block of chocolate this year.
Did they?
That was good.
I didn't see that.
I got it. $6. That's all right.
I'm
happy to pay that.
I'm going to go with Darrell Lee.
Say 3, 2, 1.
Third is Lindt. 2 is Cadbury. 1 is Darrell Lee.
Ooh.
Because no hate for Lindt. Love their shit. But I think because of Cadbury's range, just puts them up there.
So I'm going Darrell Lee 3. Then I'm going Cadbury. And then I'm going Lindt number 1.
Yeah, fair.
I think that Lindt, it's the nectar of gods. I think if Charlie in the Chocolate Factory himself was the shit out of chocolate.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, both.
No, Charlie in the... either.
Yeah.
If either of them were to shit out of chocolate, it would be Lindt chocolate. Wouldn't be a fucking Wonka bar, mate.
No.
It'd be Lindt chocolate.
Okay. I don't mind your analogy there.
Is Easter chocolate
but
different?
I don't
Add that to the list of rogue shit I've said this episode.
I don't appreciate... I should make a list, a podcast list, and at the end of the year,
it's just
did Noah say it or not?
Yes. Yeah, no, actually, you got to do that.
All right, I'll start doing that.
Yeah. And when you listen to it, make sure you take note of something rogue that I say, and we can play that at the end of the
Easter
year.
chocolate actually different?
I was listening to someone. I read something about this today. It is actually different, especially the eggs, because when it's made into an egg, it's thinner, which means that it has to do with the texture. The texture of the chocolate means that you get more flavor out of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's literally
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Easter chocolate apparently is different to just regular chocolate.
That's very interesting, actually.
Yeah, a Cadbury chocolate egg, right? Like the medium-sized ones that are like thin and they're like hollow. Those, if you eat that and then take a bite out of just a Cadbury block of chocolate, it will not taste different, but it will seem different-ish because of the texture.
Just going back, I'd love to run into Danny Gorringe as well.
Well, that's gone way back. Far. He's been running through. He's like...
I've run through every AFL person.
What do you reckon Dan Gorringe's favourite chocolate egg would be?
Probably cream.
Probably cream egg.
Come on. Good. It's a great egg. And I think Daniel Gorringe should be proud of his hypothetical choice of a cream egg.
Daniel Gorringe egg. You know those
We got a Daniel Gorringe Gatorade now. We could get a Daniel Gorringe. We could get a Daniel Gorringe Easter egg.
It tastes like orange ice to me.
It tastes like orange ice. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
We got a little taste test.
A little bit of a taste test. Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna cut for a second.
Yeah. So
and we're gonna go for a little. We'll be back for those of you that are listening. We're gonna cut in, and then you're not even gonna know it's a cut. I'm just gonna. It's gonna go quiet.
This probably won't even be in the podcast.
This
it will
won't be.
It will be. I'll put this in.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be in. We're gonna have.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get up.
We're gonna have a little cut, and then we'll be back. All right. So bear with
A little
us.
cart and a beer, and we'll be back.
And we're back. All right. Now that R/Swash whoosh has just happened, and now Aussie's here. He's blindfolded, sitting. He switched chairs with me. I'm sitting at Austin's normal mic now.
I'm
on the
in the
outside of
middle.
table.
That cut would have
He's in
looked
the middle.
really funny.
It really would. Yeah.
So,
I'll try and put something in there to make it.
This is where the magic happens.
Yeah, that's it. Aussie's currently wearing. He's got my crow scarf as a blindfold, and we have 3 flavors of. How do you say the brand?
It's Fluorio iced coffee.
Fluorio iced coffee. We have the 3 different Fluorio iced coffees.
We're not going to tell you what they are.
What they are,
right?
And look at him! Look at him!
He's liking this.
Yeah, we thought you'd like this one.
Yeah,
right?
I'm in heaven.
Now,
you're gonna blind taste test these, and you're gonna tell us which one's which.
Okay.
Now these are brand new at Adelaide Oval, so if you're here for Gather Round, you have to try these.
Leave some for me, please.
They're
That's
awesome.
it. These things are awesome. Don't worry about what the Marmalade boys tell you. They're not gonna like these.
I go to the Central Market every week and I buy one of the. I always buy their milk. So good.
So good.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna hand Austinn the first one now.
Yep.
This one is
That
one.
That's
That
that.
one.
That's that.
You'll be able
right
to see
there.
that. All right, we're handing Austinn the first one now. It's in a mug for you there, Austinn.
Oh yeah, that's calm.
Right,
Yep.
have a little sip.
Is that coffee?
No.
They're all coffee, Austinn.
Are they?
Yes, that's what we said. They're all different flavors of the coffee.
Is this one just
How about
single shot?
How about guess afterwards?
No, let him
Oh,
guess
guess.
now. Let him guess now. What one do you reckon that is? Have another sip. Have another sip. Let's know what you think.
Lactose free. Single shot.
Single
All right.
shot. All right.
We'll accept that guess. We're not going to tell you if you're right or not.
What do you mean different flavored coffee?
That's fine. All right, now, Austinn, here's number 2. This one is, you'll be able to see it at the front.
This one here.
Austinn's going in.
Coffee.
He's going in for a sip.
It's coffee.
That is double shot coffee.
Double shot coffee.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
Someone grab it.
That one's there. Now, Josh, if you will please hand him the last one.
I might change my answer.
I've got
You got to actually hand it to him.
He's going for you. That's this one, by the way, guys. Audio listeners, you have no idea, but
Oh damn! What's going on there? What's going on there? Is that might be the single? First one might be the double. Is there a triple?
no.
There is not a
Oh,
triple.
well then the second one's a double. First one's a single, and this one's something else.
He's confused me,
Right.
Josh, and I know which one's a which.
Yeah, no. Okay, so number 1, what do you think it is?
That's
You can
single.
try it again.
You can
if
try it
like.
again. You
Number
can try it
one-
again.
my-
Do you
the
want to
first
try number
one-
1 again?
No, I think the first one I had was single.
All right.
Okay, yep. What do you reckon number 2
Am I allowed
was?
to know the options, or am I just guessing? Because
No,
I don't
you
know.
have to guess.
Yeah,
We're gonna call it assumed knowledge.
Yeah, you should know this. You're a professional.
Yeah.
You're a milk connoisseur.
Well, the second one's double. First one's single shot, and this one's single shot with something else in it. Like something
Let me
else.
just try that to make sure I put it in the right cup.
Yeah, did you put it in the right cup?
Tastes good. He's fucked.
Hang on.
I don't know, something ain't right there.
No, I did put them in the right
Okay,
cup.
they are in the right one? Okay.
Am I just tripping?
I think, no, do you know what it is, Josh? It's because it's...
Yeah, it's cause,
Yeah. Okay. Should we tell him that?
Did I get any right?
You got
You got the first one
Got the
right.
first
So the
one.
first one's
First one is a
single
single
shot.
shot.
yeah.
The second one's not a double shot,
It's not.
No.
but it's stronger.
Is it?
Yeah. Second one's a lot stronger.
I'm not sure you're right about that.
No, I am right about that.
Okay. I know what they are.
Now, if that one's double shot,
And what do you think the third one is?
not double shot.
I think we've got to tell him what the two
Alright.
options are.
So your two options are you've got a double shot in there and a single shot but with no sugar.
Now, do you want to try him again?
No, I can see the second one being no sugar then. But that doesn't make sense that that's double shot. That last one was the weakest one to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can understand I can see that there's no sugar in the second one now. And that's why it was stronger.
Is that what you're locking in? Are you locking that in?
Well, yeah.
All right. He's locking in. He's got it. He has got it.
You have got it.
Indeed, he has got it. All right,
You
can
may take the blindfold off.
You may take the blindfold off now.
you can take it off yourself. It's not a...
Yeah. I'm not your dad. I'm not your mum. There you go, mate.
You keeping the scarf on or do you want the headphones
Right,
over it?
Go the Crows.
Alright. So, yeah. So we've got the classic.
Regular classic
Fleury
flavour.
iced coffee.
Yeah, Fleury iced coffee. That's the
We've got
number one.
Number 2 was the iced coffee with no sugar added.
There's no way that's double shot.
Yeah, I tried it as well just a
There's
second
no
ago.
way that's
Yeah,
double
Number
shot.
I don't
3
think that should
is
be double
double
shot.
shot.
Yeah.
That one was the strongest.
I'd never had the double shot though from Fleury though.
That one's the strongest.
It is
Well, that's
darker.
because it's got
It is darker.
That's because it's got no sugar in it, so of course it's going to taste like that. The other ones are just full of sugar. But I just realised how much of a shit show this is going to sound.
Yeah, I know.
Actually listening to this. Yeah. So if you're listening, I highly suggest you check out the Instagram. Not the Instagram, the YouTube. The YouTube link is in bio, and we'll probably make a clip out of this as well at some stage as well. But if you're making the travel down to Adelaide this weekend, definitely get around the Adelaide Oval and try out the Fluoro Milk iced coffee. Yeah. It's good.
Chalky milk, good too.
Yeah. The chalky milk one that they do is really nice.
That's why I said it's coffee at the start, because I was expecting chocolate, like strawberry. I was like, mate, it's going to be a fucking piece of cake.
All right. Now, Aussie, rank them. Rank the three.
Yeah. Oh, well, I like a stronger coffee, so no sugar for me.
Yep.
And then double, then single.
Yep.
Fair. Single. This single one's good. Even the double's good for if you just like a nice, not too strong, not too weak, like just a nice coffee flavour.
My favourite of the three is definitely the
no sugar
as well. It's just refreshing. It tastes stronger.
Nice. That is good.
If you're not coffee, then chalky milk.
Yeah. Do you know what I want to do? Do you know what we should find? We should try and bring BT one of these.
Yeah.
I don't reckon BT would have had
Do you reckon we can get someone to sign it?
Get a Fluoro iced coffee.
I want BT to sign a Fluoro iced chocolate.
Can we get?
We'll have to freeze it.
Here. All right. This is what I want to do.
All right.
I want Chalky Neil to sign a Chalky Milk.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Let's sort that out. When are the Lions? We'll sort this out. You may see this on the socials. We have another taste test, but we don't have to be blindfolded, and we don't have to.
If you don't understand Chalky Neil, by the way, they did this Macca's ad. And I think it's someone runs out of Macca's and Lockie Neal's there and they're like, Chalky Neil. Go watch that ad.
Chalky Neil.
And bloody Brad Scott asked for like, what does he ask
no
for?
bacon.
No bacon.
Oh, no, he's adding the bacon.
Bacon, no pickles or
something like that, yeah.
There you go.
Some of those crazy Victorians.
All right, we've got one last taste test to do. It's not these.
Yeah.
Right?
Do we need to cut for this one?
Yes, we will do a quick cut. So we're going to do another quick cut now.
Yeah.
All right, we're cutting back in now. Josh is still sitting down. All right, we're getting back to this.
Who pressed that?
Who pressed that button? All right, we're cutting back in now. All right. Oh, we're so sorry that this episode's been all over the place as well. This episode is so loose. But we promise next week we'll be back to regular programming. We just saw these and we thought we're gonna try these now because why not? We got nothing better to do. Yeah, Austin's hungry. Just drank his milk.
he needs cookies and milk. He's like Santa Claus.
He needs his cookies and his milk.
We're trying the new gluten-free Arnott's biscuits.
I told myself I'd never eat anything gluten-free again, no.
And here we are.
What
are we trying first?
I think we've got to start with the one we expect to be the worst. So the mint slice.
The mint slice. Just looking at these in the packet, these look like... They look weird compared to what mint slices traditionally look like.
They're about half the size.
They look like a chocolate nipple.
They're cold.
They are cold. They've been in the fridge.
I can't believe you put the cookies in the fridge, no. Honestly.
Oh, I like
it's cold today.
It smells like a mint slice.
We're gonna go through everything. Oh no, you've just gone straight.
Bit the shit out of that.
That's got a weird fucking aftertaste to that. Get some eating ASMR going.
The worst bit is the fucking cold chocolate, Noah.
That's good.
Like, honestly.
You know, listen.
Mint slices are supposed to be soft.
Why did we eat the mint one before the non-mint one?
Let's just finish this one off.
Because we're fucking stupid. We're also recording a podcast right now where we're reviewing gluten-free biscuits.
We're a football podcast, guys. We swear.
Sport podcast. So what do you reckon of them?
Good pre-game meal.
I think Austinn likes them.
Yeah,
honestly, it's not bad, but for $6 for a packet.
Yeah, and it's $6 for a packet, and look at the size of it compared to what a normal packet is.
You might as well buy a bloody block of Lindt chocolate.
You might as well just eat gluten. You might as well just eat gluten
for $3.50.
Yeah. Josh looks like.
Sorry, I was struggling to get through that.
Yeah, Josh looks like he's struggling over there. Yeah.
Shall we move on to the Tim Tams?
Yeah, fine. What are we ranking that out of 10 though?
If a normal mint slice is
10.
A 10.
A 10.
And
We're ranking this. 10 is a normal mint slice, and
No
one
mint
is
slices.
one is
Is no mint slice.
just eating raw cocoa with a mint
With
leaf.
a mint leaf? Okay. That's a fantastic call. I like that. Honestly, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Like it's actually fairly close.
I reckon
It's
a 6.
it's the
a 6.
biscuits.
I reckon it's got a weird. I reckon it's got a weird fucking aftertaste.
It was hard to chew.
It was kind of hard to chew.
I think that's because you put it in the fucking fridge.
That's not the mint slices fault.
Yeah.
Could very well be. All right. Next.
Tim Tam time.
Tim Tam.
All
Tim
right.
Tam time.
All right.
Love you, Ben. That was me and Josh's other housemate, Ben, just come home. Oh, you guys have bitten into it. Sorry, my bad.
I'm very impressed.
It's just a Tim Tam, isn't
It's
it?
a Tim Tam.
Can confirm that is a Tim Tam. That tastes just like a Tim Tam.
Should I bum down their rating because there's only 7 in the packet?
Mm.
Do you know the Tim Tam theory, by the way? How many in each packet? The original have got 11. All the others have 9. And obviously gluten-free's got 7.
Oh. Honestly, that's not bad.
I might have another one of them, man.
That's half the packet gone.
Over half the packet.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We got crumbs all over the studio, lads.
All right, what are you drinking that?
Good.
7.
I'm giving that an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
reckon I'm
say
going to go an 8. That's pretty decent, I think.
For a gluten-free, I think the main problem is, so we've eaten exactly, just Noah's put half a Tim Tam back in the packet.
Right? I just don't want it on my finger.
No,
I don't want to eat anymore right now. I'll eat it in a minute, mate.
It's all right, but that's exactly half the packet gone now. There's 3.5 biscuits gone.
True.
Yep.
True, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, Josh. Audio listeners, we are very sorry. we do love yous.
They're just listening to us chew.
Just if you made it this far, thank you so much for the support. Please don't send. If you're going to send anybody a friend of yours an episode of ours, don't send them this one because this is
fucking a shit show.
This is a shit show. We promise it'll be back to normal next week. Well, not properly back to normal because we're probably gonna have to record on Monday
because we're going to the
footy on Sunday night. And we probably
so
won't be back till late, so we're probably gonna have to record Monday Arvo and release it Monday night. Yep. That'll be the plan. Okay. Yep. And then after that, we'll be back to regular program.
Even Rory's saying yes.
He is shaking his head. Look at him. All right.
Well done, Arnott, by the way.
Yeah, not too
nice.
bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
A very inclusive biscuit, that.
Yep.
Very inclusive. Very
biscuit.
PC biscuit.
Yeah.
You finally
That
thought
is.
of everyone.
Yeah. Yes.
I
agree.
Are we done?
I think we're done. All right. Let's wrap it up, shall we?
Alrighty.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for getting around the socials. Please be sure to give us a like and a 5-star rating, a follow on everything. Share with some friends. Your support means a lot. We've gotten a lot of really nice messages over the last few weeks. Once again, we're really sorry that we were late this week, but it's Josh's fault.
Yeah.
Sorry,
my hamstring.
hamstring.
sorry.
Yeah, he pulled him at the Melbourne Demons Football Club.
Yeah.
Andrew Dillon's going to put out a statement
very
later
unfortunate,
about it. And
And
All
to
right.
just say I did the right thing.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for listening, guys. And as always, play on.
Play on.
Enjoy Gather Round.